All right, fair use disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. This is your brother Wild Romeo back with another lesson. Lord willing to be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waha, Rakak, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, a great millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord you see on the highways and byways. Prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Also in the correct doctrine. Said Shalom to the one-third men, women, and children that will escape the judges of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai by their faith. I want to bring another lesson. The pure hatred that Esau has to you blacks and Hispanic and Native Americans, and you want to be brotherly and loving and kind to your enemy, man, your oppressor, and they display nothing but hatred to us constantly, everyday basis, man. And if your mindset is on being loved by Esau, you're doomed, man, because he's never going to accept you as being equal or above him. He is has this God complex because he knows that he is not connected to the Lord, man. So let's get into these videos and hit a couple scriptures, and Lord willing to be edifying.
This is Kevin Roberts. He's not a politician. He's from the state of Louisiana. He built his life's work around African American history and the kinship of Black Americans. His thesis is on the transatlantic slave trade and the kinship of African Americans. Do you know who he is? This is Kevin Roberts. This is Kevin Roberts. This is Project 2025. And I need us to connect the dots. A man who built his academic journey from his bachelor's to his master's to his PhD to studying African American history and the kinship of African Americans put together Project 2025, which means he studied us, he understood our history, and then he took that, wrote a thesis about it, and built Project 2025 to disenfranchise us. He literally used our own history against us. So, what you are seeing with the rolling back of rights, targeting DEI, firing over 600,000 Black women, what you are seeing is very much so intention. The dedication it takes for you to start in the 90s of studying Black people only to disenfranchise them almost 30 years later. Matter of fact, it is 30 years later. That is the long game this man has played. Because he got his bachelor's in history in 1996. Do you know how evil you have to be to utilize racism through the study of a people that you want to disenfranchise? They're not stopping at Jim Crow. This man literally put this book together and put it online for free. Something that people thought we were fear mongering about. He put it online for free to show his life's work. And he's using policy to push it through. I don't think people are grasping. How do you study a people just to disenfranchise them through policy? You make it your life's mission. This is only the beginning. The intention is to take us all the way back. And he did it with research. That's a next level of evil.
And see, they hate us, and that's the reason why this truth is so important, because they truly hate us. And then before I came into the truth, I didn't think that they hated us like this. I know it was racist, but I didn't know it was this much hatred, man. A deep down hatred, and it goes back to Jacob and Esau, man. So you think that this man is ever going to change? He's never going to change, man. He really truly hates you, man, and he hates you because your power is Yahweh Bashem Shai, and the blessing that he sold, we have, and he can never get it back. So the hatred he has is never going to change, man. And that's why we continue to preach to our people to repent to the Lord, wake up to this truth, and understand, man, who your enemy is, who the devil truly is, man. It's not a little red man on the ground. It's this red man walking on the earth, man, that hates you. Now check this out. Here you see, it's the Trump administration. Was it Dodge staffer describes black civil rights as DEI that needed to be cut from federal funding during this position. So they've all in it together, man. What is it? Elon Musk done went to the Supreme Court to basically to have the AI be racist against us, man. So check this out, man.
Do you agree with ChatGPT's assessment here that a documentary is DEI if it explores historical events that significantly impacted black civil rights?
Yes.
Okay. Why would that be DEI?
It's focused on a singular race. It is not for the benefit. It is not for the benefit of humankind. It is focused on a specific group of, or a specific race. Here being black.
Why would learning about anti-black violence not be to the benefit of humankind?
Objection.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, then what are you saying?
I'm saying it relates to diversity, equity, and inclusion.
You said it's not to the benefit of humankind, right?
Is that what I said?
Yeah. Could you read back the witness's response about benefits to humankind?
Question, why would that be DEI? Answer, it's focusing on a singular race. It is not for the benefit of humankind. It is focused on a specific group or a specific race, here being black.
So what do you mean by not for the benefit of humankind?
That's a very subjective. The way that I phrased it there wasn't exactly what I meant. It is focused on a specific subset of race, and therefore it relates to DEI.
Okay.
I'm not suggesting that this is not for the betterment of humankind. That was a misphrasing.
So you just lied. And see how he thinks this is, you being like DEI and all this, this man-made, but this mindset that Esaw has, that if you benefit at all, then you're not qualified, or you are not on this level to even be making what he's making or have the jobs that he has. That's why so many Jake women, like you seen in the first video, got fired, man, because they don't want you to be included in anything they have, because this is their kingdom, man. This is what the Lord gave to them. This is their time. And see, we benefit more in their society now because the curses are going on them, and the Lord is taking it away from us. See, this is the mindset that Esau has, that he don't want you to benefit at all. Now, as you see right here, Christianity roots in white supremacy. Explain. So there's no way that in 2026 a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American should be a Christian, man. That is Esau's religion, just like being Islam is Arabian religion. That's not for us, man. And this is why the Lord put the truth out there at the end for you to wake up at the end of the world, man, Esau's world. Because this man's God is not the same as ours. It don't matter if you go to church with him or not. Even though you go with him, that doesn't mean that he's for you, man. And that's what we're trying to explain through these scriptures, man. Letting you know that this book is for us. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is for us. And Esau and his God is not the same, the one we worship, man. They worship a different God. And their God is money, materialistic shit. Them being over top of you. That's the reason why they even worship any type of God, man. Long as it can be over top of you.
They don't fight for the teachings of Christ. They fight for conservative Christian power. And this has been the blight on Christianity for 1700 years. And it's the story of America, because we are the only country on earth where our history of Christianity is completely tied up with a history of white supremacy. America is the only nation on earth that we're the only nation where our history began in both Christianity and white supremacy at the same time. And it's been a struggle ever since.
That's plain, man. That's plain. And that's heavy what he said, man, because if you let me play this one more time, just 30 seconds. If you can't understand this 30-second clip, then you're a fool, man.
They don't fight for the teachings of Christ. They fight for conservative Christian power. And this has been the blight on Christianity for 1700 years. And it's the story of America, because we are the only country on earth where our history of Christianity is completely tied up with a history of white supremacy. America is the only nation on earth that we're the only nation where our history began in both Christianity and white supremacy at the same time. And it's been a struggle ever since.
That's the reason why these theological seminary schools are set up to teach your pastors, so-called black pastors, white supremacy. And that's the reason why Cesar Borgia is in everybody's church, is on everybody's wall, that that follows that God, and it's based on white supremacy. If the world knew the Lord was a so-called black man, Christianity no one would be a Christian. Speaking of a so-called white man. No one would be if there was a so-called white man, they wouldn't follow the Christ that we know through the scriptures. They wouldn't follow him. No one would go to church. These Edomites wouldn't go to church, man, if they knew the so-called, who they call Jesus, his name was Yahweh Shai, and he's a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. They wouldn't go to church, man. Christianity would fail in America overnight, because these people are truly racist, man. And they truly, truly hate you. And they hate our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And it's not going to change, man. This is the spirit the Lord gave to them.
This woman just said, if the trauma of slavery lives in the epigenetics of Black people, she's a Black woman, then doesn't the evil of slave owning live in the epigenetics of white people? And I would argue yes. My family, my heritage, I am Irish Mexican and a little bit of Germanic, but I also learned at my family reunion last year with our second cousins. Our oldest relative came over on the Mayflower and had a slave with him. Now, my grandmother married my grandpa, her being some mud of whiteness, and my grandfather being deep native Mexican. Her father was vindictively racist. His name was also Camillus, which is the most comically evil name I've ever heard. But she always says that her father's mother was the actual devil, and that we are breeding the evil out of us. And I actually feel it. I feel like a vindictive cruelty in my own mouth sometimes. I know words I could use to dismantle people, and I've learned to stop that impulse, but it only got easier when I stopped hating myself and falling in love with life and falling in love with the beauty of nature. But I think a lot of people, because they refuse to acknowledge that cruelty innate to their genetic makeup, they'll never escape it, and they will never make the conscious effort to breed it out of them. And obviously, I'm not saying you have to marry a person of color as a white person to clean up the bloodline and the genetics. I'm saying you have to do a lot of deep and intentional work on yourself. You have to find that vein of malice and cut it at the root and suture it shut. And you just have to be aware of yourself.
Now, her grandmother said that her father's mother was the devil. And she said that because the way they thought and the way they treated you blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Now, she knows deep down that her people has a pure hatred for our people. They have a deep hatred, man, and that's the reason why it's so it's so much that the so-called young black people don't understand about who their enemy is, man. It's so much they don't understand, and the only way you can understand it is if you are in this truth, man. Because they haven't, I'm speaking of, Gen Z. They don't understand the police are against them, or your teacher, or the person you works with is your supervisor. They don't understand that, man. They believe that they're true Americans, and that's what they've been taught because their mother, father, they wanted to be equal. You know what I'm saying? Because things have changed so much, but it's been not been that long ago that it was Jim Crow, and this is what they're trying to get back to that era with Jim Crow and whites only this and whites only fountains and restaurants. This is the mindset Esau wants to get back to, and he's trying his best to do it. And you see what DT's administration is doing, man. You don't have a dog in the fight in the White House, man. They're not. No one is standing up for our people in the White House, man. But the thing is, the hatred that they have towards us is going to be their downfall, man. Because the Lord is going to require everything they've done to us in the past and now. He's going to require it, man. They're going to be judged on that. But on to this, as you see, racist Japanese guy I met in the park, and this is Edomite saying this, but this guy's not racist. He's telling them the truth, man. And see, Esau always plays the victim. He always says that he is the one that's getting hurt, and he's the one that's they're bullying and all these different things, like the Tiny Tops. Everything is anti this, anti that. So now check this out.
My friend told me in Singapore, whites are evil. I cannot disagree. He said whites are evil, period. I'm not saying, I didn't say that. He said that. I'm not.
But you think it.
Yeah,
A lot of hate for white people, so I don't know. Chicken cross. Shout out Rainbet.
Now who's going to next? Maybe Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, one by one.
Well, so you're just naming all rich white guys.
I don't know. All these guys are involved. All white guys. No Asian men involved in this one. But the Philippines, all white guys going out and little girls. Then Thailand said, this is your DNA. You have DNA. That's DNA. But I can understand, yeah. Because white people, they rob the whole world. They stole the world. America, Australia, New Zealand, India, they're robbers. Jamaica, or they're thieves, Now they're coming here and stealing Asian girls now. Oh, shit. No respect.
So you just had a bad experience with
Come on, I'm telling you,
with white people in general.
What you see around the world, you don't deny that. Demand. Jeffrey Epstein set up the sex island. Why? Many whites, they are the pedos. That's why I set it up.
See, it's shameful spewing on his glory, man. He was saying, "Oh, you just speaking of rich white guys." No, man, it's in your DNA. He told them it's in your DNA for your hatred and what you've done in the earth, man. You stole everything. They stole the world. So the white man stole the world. So this goes to show you that these are the Edomites. We ain't just saying that the so-called white man is the Edomites just for the hell of it. Everyone knows this. This is not hidden. And this is shameful spewing on your glory, man, because you would look at this older Filipino guy and you would think, oh, he don't know nothing. But he knows that you are the devil, man. And you've done this to everybody. Let me go back just a little bit, let you hear what he said, man, because he said all white guys going after little girls. And this is his nature, man. That's the reason why I just seen the video about Jeffrey, not Jeffrey, but what's her name? Green. She was a politician and was speaking about what Trump texted her, told her if they release these files that a lot of his friends would be hurt by it. But this is what they do, man. This is what they do. Go after little girls and little boys, man. Everybody done seen the video of the adrenochrome and all of that, man. Now that the world is caught on to what Esau has been doing, and calling them out on it, man. No one has respect for the Edomites, man.
Guys going out and little girls. Then Thailand said, This is your DNA. You have DNA. That's DNA. I can understand. Yeah.
He said that's your DNA. That's your DNA. Not just because it's the witch class, but all these other Edomites, they do the same exact thing. They low level Joe Blow 6-pack Edomites, man. They do the same exact thing, man. And see, everyone is caught on to Esau and calling him out on it, man.
Because white people, they rob the whole world. They stole.
White people stole the whole world, man. They stole the whole world. And this goes to show you, this is their world, man. This is their kingdom.
The world. They stole the world. America, Australia, New Zealand, India, they're robbers. Jamaica, or they're thieves, you know. Now they're coming here stealing Asian girls now. Shit. No respect.
So you just had a bad experience with
Come on, I'm telling you,
with white people in
what
general.
you see around the world, you know, you don't deny that. Demand. Jeffrey Epstein set up the sex island. Why? Many wives, they're the pedos. That's why I set it up.
See, he knows, man. It's getting to the Edomite talking about he's hated. He's showing hatred. That's not hatred, man. That's the truth. Why is hatred? Why is the truth hatred? Because it's about you, man. That's a little joke I want to play at the end, man, because you might as well live it up. This is Lamentations 4 and 20, 20 and 21. You might as well live it up because you've been called out on it.
I think white people should be racist because they're not good at anything else. For real, it's in y'all blood, whites. For real, don't fight it. I know it's 2025. Everybody trying to make you feel guilty. Fuck that, dog. Be who you were born to be. For real. For real. I'm serious, because I get it. Because listen, they don't have anything like if I woke up tomorrow, right? Like low dip, no rhythm. I'd be racist as fuck. I would. I really would. I swear to God. But I got all this talent, my nigga. No time for hate when you're gifted.
But yeah, it was a little joke, man. I thought it was funny. I just put it on there because you might as well live it up because what the way you display hatred towards us, it's going to be displayed towards you. And there's no way to get out of the judgment that's coming for you, man. You might as well live it up. This is Psalms 37 and starting at verse 12. It says, "The wicked plotteth against the just and gnash upon him with his teeth. Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming." See, the day that the Lord is going to judge Esau is coming, man. And he's plotting against it. You see what the woman brought out about the this project 2025 is orchestrated to bring the your blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans basically back down to a lower state in their kingdom, man. And that's what they got DT in there as a Trojan horse to bring this place down. And these Joe Blow 6-pack Edomites don't have a clue. The hatred that they're displaying towards us is soon to be displayed toward them after they receive nuclear judgment, man. Verse 14, it says, "The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Their sword shall enter into their own heart." See, the sword, the judgment is going to enter back into you, man. "And their bows shall be broken." See, what you have, your guns, your weapons, the legislations, and all these different executive orders that's targeting Jake, it's going to be broken, man. Your witchcraft is already being broken, and we see that you're covered. All the things you covered up has been brought to the light, man. A little that a righteous man have is better than the riches of many wicked, and that's plain, man. So you Jakes, you shouldn't get mad about losing your job and not having the things that you have, as like Esau has, because he's gonna lose it all, man. And if you're caught up in thinking, well, I got to get, got to get this, I got to get that, you're gonna be caught off guard just as well as Esau is, man, because you're gonna lose everything on this side, man, to gain it all in the kingdom of heaven. That's the message, man. Prepare to lose it all to gain it all, man, and more. So this man's riches is finna be taken down, man. His economy is crashing right before our eyes, man. 17 it says, "For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua upholdeth the righteous." See, the Lord is gonna uphold us, man. We're gonna be redeemed out of Babylon the Great and put in our own land, man. This is the glory of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. This is Psalms 34 and 21. It says, "Evil shall slay the wicked." See, evil shall slay the wicked. So all the evil that they're doing, they're going to get judged by it, man. "And they that hate the righteous shall be desolate." See, they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. So them hating us, we know that through the scripture said, the Lord's word said, they're going to be destroyed, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua redeemeth the souls of his servants. And that's why we prophesying for you to repent, man, and be a servant of the Lord, man. "And none of them that trust in him shall be desolate." See, none that trust in the Lord is going to be destroyed, man. So you got to understand, man, we are precious in the eyes of the Lord, man. And see, the scripture tell you, what was Zephaniah, about us being the apple of the Lord's eye. See, Esau hates that the Lord has woken us up to this truth, because he know that since we've been woken up to this truth, his witchcraft ain't been working. Him calling on these gods and doing these rituals, they ain't working. And the Lord is not letting the left hand side do as he was before, man. Now it's a shift. It's a power shift. This is let me get this in the GNT. I like it in the GNT. It's a power shift, man. And Esau is being taken down, man. This is Proverbs 29 and 25. It says, it is dangerous to be concerned with what others think of you, but if you trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you are safe. See, if you trust in the Lord, you are safe. Because Esau is going to come against the men of the Lord, man, the servants of the Lord, and the Lord going to lift up a standard. Everybody wants the good will of the ruler, but only from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua can you get justice. See, only from the Lord you're going to get justice. We're not going to get justice with our own power, man. It's only going to come from the Lord, man. And I'm going to get this in the King James too. He says, "The righteous hate the wicked, and the wicked hate the righteous." And this is what's being displayed now, man. The righteous hate the wicked, and the wicked hate the righteous. And this is the reason why the Lord is giving us this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, to understand what's happening, man. A lot of people don't got a clue what's going on, man. They worried about the playoffs. Then the Lord has given us this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, at the end of the world, man. 25 one time, it says, "The fear of man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall be safe." See, you put your trust in the Lord, you're going to be safe. Because they're going to come in, man. They're going to show their hatred towards us, man. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. See, every man's judgment comes from the Lord, man. And Esau is soon to have his judgment, man. "An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked." And that's why we know when the Lord woke us up, that witchcraft is starting to wear off, man. That witchcraft that he's conquered the world with, like you seen the Asian guy telling him, "Man, y'all stole the world. You stole America, you stole Jamaica, you stole Australia." He told him to his face, man. But he didn't want to accept that. He said the guy was racist. No, he told him the truth, man. This is Proverbs 8 and 13. "The fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is to hate evil." And that's the point, man. We're supposed to hate evil, man. We're not supposed to accept this man for being evil and all the wickedness he's doing. The fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is to hate evil. And we fear the Lord, we have to hate evil too, man. Pride and arrogancy and the evil way and the forward mouth do I hate. So we got to hate what the Lord hates, man. That's the beginning of fearing the Lord, man. Hating what the Lord hates. And Esau, the Lord hates. This is Psalms. This is Psalms 130, 139. And 19 I'll start. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked. See, surely thou wilt slay the wicked. O power, depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men. Let me slow down. Let me read it again, man. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked. O power, depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thy enemies take thy name in vain. And see, that's what they do, man. They take the Lord's name in vain. And that's the reason why we got to call on the name of the Lord, man. Because our enemies take the Lord's name in vain, man. They don't believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. They're not connected to the Lord, man. They don't believe in the scriptures. And this is what what the apostles and elders always be saying about these other groups. We got to call on the real name of the Lord, man. That's our protection. That's our power, man. You call anything else, you're not connected to the Lord, man. You're taking the Lord's name in vain. But we know our enemies do, man. It says, do not, I hate them, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that hate thee. And Esau hates the Lord, man. That's why he's trying his best to destroy the earth, man. And the Lord's people. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. This is a Psalm of David, man. This is David telling you. Yeah, Psalm of David, man. So the David's telling you, man, you got to hate them just like David said, I hate them for hating you, and vice versa. And the Lord telling me, basically saying he hate them because of you. So this is the reason why we know the Lord is on our side, man. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that hate thee, and am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee. I hate them with perfect hatred. See, the Lord said, David said, I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. And Esau is our enemies, man. Esau and these other nations, they are enemies. And the Lord is not on their side, man. He is against them. This is Ecclesiastic Sirach 27 and 24. I have hated many things, but nothing like him. And that's Esau, man. I have hated many things, but nothing like him. For Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will hate him. And ain't nothing Esau can do about that, man. He is meant to be hated because he was born to be hated, man. He was born to be the wicked. And Esau would not be saved, man. No matter what Jake say or what Jake plead, Esau is not going to be saved, man. He's going to be judged because the Lord hates him, just like we do. This is Malachi 1 and verse 2. It says, I have loved you, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. See, Esau is hated by the Lord, man. And I laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness, man. So the Lord is going to judge him, man. And the Lord hates him, just like we do. So I'm in there, Lord willing, was edifying. Shalom. Shalom.